Have you ever wondered about the most haunted places in every state of America? Today, we travel across the 50 states, from bustling cities to quiet towns, exploring the chilling undercurrent of supernatural activity, spectral figures drifting in the night, eerie sounds echoing in empty halls, mysterious happenings that defy explanation. These are but a taste of the paranormal phenomena that await us. Ready for a spine-chilling journey? Hold on tight as we begin our tour. Our first stop, Alabama, where we visit the Sloss Furnaces. Forged in the fires of industry, the Sloss Furnaces have a chilling past. Operating from the late 19th century until the 1970s, the site is said to be haunted by the spirits of workers who perished in the grueling conditions. Next we journey to the icy wilderness of Alaska and the deserted Kennecott mining town. Once a prosperous copper mining town, Kennecott was abruptly abandoned in the 1930s, leaving behind ghostly remnants of its past. Visitors have reported everything from disembodied voices to objects moving on their own. Next we head south to Arizona's Birdcage Theater, a relic of the Wild West. In its heyday, the Birdcage was a hotbed of vice and violence, with 26 reported deaths. Today, it's said the spirits of cowboys and showgirls alike still roam the halls, with eerie music and phantom gunshots echoing through the night. We then cross into Arkansas, home to the Grand Crescent Hotel. This 19th century hotel boasts a diverse array of ghostly residents, from a mischievous stonemason to a cancer patient of the fraudulent Dr. Norman Baker. Guests often report unexplained occurrences and spectral sightings, particularly in the notorious Room 218. Next, we head west to California's Winchester Mystery House. The sprawling mansion is a maze of winding hallways and dead ends, built by the eccentric widow of the Winchester rifle fortune, rumored to be plagued by the spirits of those who met their end by her family's creation. We then head to the Rockies to visit Colorado's Stanley Hotel. This grand hotel was the inspiration for Stephen King's The Shining, and many claim to have experienced paranormal activity, especially in the infamous Room 217. Our journey then takes us to Connecticut's Union Cemetery. Said to be one of the most haunted cemeteries in America, visitors often report apparitions and phantom footsteps. Next we visit Delaware's Fort Delaware. This historic site was once a Civil War prison, and many believe that the spirits of the soldiers and prisoners still linger, haunted by their violent past. Now we make our way to Florida's St. Augustine Lighthouse. There have been numerous reports of spectral sightings and mysterious lights, with the spirits of past keepers and their families believed to inhabit the grounds. Our tour continues to Georgia's Moon River Brewery. It was once a hotel and hospital during the yellow fever epidemic, and it's believed that some of its past inhabitants never left. Paranormal enthusiasts often recount tales of ghostly interactions, from playful pranks to more aggressive encounters. Leaving the mainland behind, we arrive at Hawaii's Aulani Palace. Once the royal residence of the Hawaiian kingdom's rulers, it's now said to be the home of spectral monarchs, their ghostly figures spotted in the palace's grand halls. From tropical paradise, we move to Idaho's Old Idaho Penitentiary. Its stone walls echo with the despair of convicts long past. Visitors report chilling encounters with apparitions of former inmates, eternally confined within the penitentiary's grim cells. Next stop is Illinois and its notorious Congress Plaza Hotel. The hotel's illustrious history is marred by tales of ghostly figures and eerie whispers echoing through its opulent corridors. Indiana's French Lick Springs Hotel is our next destination. Known for its mineral springs, it's also recognized for its spectral guests. Numerous guests recount tales of phantom bellboys and ethereal women in period clothing, their ghostly laughter echoing in the halls. From there, we journey to Iowa's Villisca Axe Murder House, the site of a gruesome, unsolved murder. Visitors report an unsettling sense of dread, with some even experiencing ghostly sightings and blood-curdling screams in the dead of night. In Kansas we find Theorosa's Bridge. Local legend speaks of a distraught mother who threw herself and her baby into the creek below. The cries of the lost child and his mother's anguished voice are said to haunt the bridge to this day. Kentucky's Waverly Hills Sanatorium, once a tuberculosis hospital, is our next stop. The spirits of former patients are said to roam the halls, their spectral coughs heard in the dead of night. In Louisiana, we visit Myrtle's Plantation, reputed to be one of America's most haunted homes. Reports of ghostly figures, spectral children, and eerie piano music fill the air. We then move north to Maine's Kennebec Arsenal, where unsettling whispers and ghostly soldiers have been reported. Our next stop is Maryland's Antietam National Battlefield. Visitors recount tales of phantom gunfire and spectral soldiers, forever locked in a battle long since past. Welcome to Massachusetts, home of the Lizzie Borden House, a place of grim history, where Lizzie Borden was infamously accused of her parents' axe murders in 1892. The house now operates as a bed and breakfast, with guests reporting sightings of the Borden parents and hearing hushed conversations in the night. Next we find ourselves in Michigan, at the chilling Eloise Asylum. Once a sprawling complex with over 78 buildings, it was home to the mentally ill and the destitute. Now it stands almost empty, with reports of ghostly apparitions and eerie laughter echoing through the abandoned halls. In Minnesota, the Wabasha Street caves tell a tale of the roaring 20s, of mobsters and jazz. Visitors have reported sightings of ghostly gangsters, still enjoying their illicit parties long after their untimely demises. Down in Mississippi, the 18th century King's Tavern harbors a dark past. Home to the oldest known grave in Natchez, it's said that the ghost of Madeline, a young woman murdered by her lover, still roams the halls. The Lemp Mansion in Missouri, once the stately home of the beer-brewing Lemp family, is now a hotspot for paranormal activity. Tragedy befell the family, with several members taking their own lives in the mansion, their spirits said to remain within its walls. Montana's Garnet Ghost Town is an eerie reminder of a once thriving mining town, now deserted. The echoes of past lives can be heard in the wind, with tales of spectral figures seen wandering the town. Nebraska's Museum of Shadows is filled with haunted artifacts, each with its own chilling history. In Nevada, Virginia City, a former mining boomtown, is said to be teeming with ghostly miners, forever toiling in the afterlife. The Grand Mount Washington Hotel in New Hampshire is said to be haunted by the ghost of a princess, while New Mexico awaits us with its haunted St. James Hotel. Established in 1872, this historic hotel has had its fair share of hair-raising incidents, including mysterious shadows and the spectral figure of Thomas James Wright, who was shot in room 18 and is said to have never left. New York's Rolling Hills Asylum. Once a poorhouse and a mental institution, this sprawling complex is now known for its ghostly inhabitants. Unusual cold spots, disembodied voices, and sightings of Roy, a 7-foot-tall shadow man, have been reported frequently. Venturing south, we arrive at North Carolina's Biltmore Estate. This grandiose mansion with its gardens and vineyards, not just a beacon of architectural beauty, but also a hotbed of spectral activity. Sightings of George Vanderbilt, the owner who died in 1914, and his wife Edith are common, especially in the library where George spent much of his time. Next, we encounter the spectral whispers of the past in North Dakota's Fort Abraham Lincoln Custer House. Built in 1874, this house is said to be haunted by the ghost of Elizabeth Custer, wife of General Custer who died in the Battle of Little Bighorn. Many report her playing the piano at night or seeing her phantom figure. Ohio's State Reformatory is a chilling testament to the past. This former prison, which housed dangerous criminals, is rumored to be haunted by the spirits of its former inmates, with reports of phantom footsteps, agonizing screams, and cell doors mysteriously closing and opening. Oklahoma's Fort Washita. Established in 1842, this military site has seen many deaths and destruction during the Civil War, which perhaps explain the spectral soldiers said to roam the ruins at night. In Oregon, the Hot Lake Hotel, once a luxurious spa and then a hospital, is notorious for its inhabitants. Sightings of patients in hospital gowns, ghostly nurses, and a phantom pianist playing in the middle of the night are common. Our journey continues in Pennsylvania, home to the eerie Eastern State Penitentiary. Once the most famous and expensive prison in the world, it is now a haunting world of crumbling cell blocks and empty guard towers. Visitors report seeing shadowy figures and hearing echoing voices throughout the complex. We then arrive in Rhode Island at the haunted Belcourt Castle, where armor and chairs are said to move on their own, accompanied by a spectral chill. South Carolina's Old Charleston Jail is our next stop, where the ghost of Lavinia Fisher, a notorious female serial killer, is said to roam. In South Dakota, we find the Bullock Hotel, where the spirit of its original owner, Seth Bullock, is believed to still linger, making occasional appearances to both staff and guests. Tennessee's Bell Witch Cave is a place of many supernatural occurrences, including strange noises and unexplained shadows. The Alamo in Texas is our next destination, where visitors have reported seeing ghostly soldiers standing guard. Utah's Moon Lake is known for its Lady of the Lake, a spectral figure who is said to drag down those who dare to swim in her waters. In Vermont, we find Emily's Bridge, where a ghostly woman is said to appear to unsuspecting travelers. The Ferry Plantation House in Virginia is believed to be home to 11 spirits, all of whom have been seen or felt by visitors. Washington's Thornwood Castle has been the site of many ghost sightings, including a man in a red bow tie. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in West Virginia is our next stop, a location known for its intense paranormal activity. Wisconsin's Summer Wind Mansion, one of the most haunted locations in the state, is said to be home to several spirits. We conclude our journey in Wyoming at the Old Faithful Inn, where guests have reported strange occurrences, including the sight of spectral figures and the sound of ghostly whispers. As we conclude our journey, remember, these tales are just a glimpse into the haunted history of America. We encourage you to share your thoughts and any other haunted locations you'd like us to explore in our future videos. Thank you for watching.